you seemed kind of down today, and I think I figured out why.
It is a little bit of a downer. It is a little bit of a downer, and I see that football season is ending, and that makes me sad. That makes me sad.
But as one ends, another one begins. Like a phoenix, it will rise from the ashes.
Look at you go. Keep it going.
Like that?
Keep going. Keep going.
That's all I got.
Oh, okay.
That's all I got.
Damn.
But
I thought we were really rolling.
as it is a Thursday afternoon at 2:00, it is time to make our final picks of the season. Bum, 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 bum. It has been a long and illustrious road. Dusty, unfortunately, you do not have the opportunity to make it back to 500.
No, I don't. No, I'll be one game under.
Jeff Rust, you have the ability to be at 500 or 2 games above 500. Weirdly enough, I'm way out in front.
Yeah.
After being
Hells yeah, you are. You had a great year picking.
Last year, I think I was as good as I was this year. I was equally as bad last year, which means the house wins.
The house wins. It always wins. It always wins.
How are you feeling about your Super Bowl pick?
I really think this is going to be an awesome game. Like I said this yesterday, I've said it all week, is I'm excited for this game because you have a very exciting matchup between these two teams, and it's going to be the power of wills. And there is every reason in your brain to tell you this thing could slow down and we could hit the under in it. Which is 47.5. Has it moved from 47.5?
It is at 47.5 still. I was checking the live line. It's 47.5, and the spread is 2.
I could see the under hitting very easily. I could also see this thing turning into a bit of a track meet, and we have a higher scoring affair, and being both teams in the 30s. I could see a 34-31 game just as easily as I could see it being 21-17.
A 27-23 score is screaming to me.
But, and there's a reason why Vegas has the line set at 47.5 is because I think a lot of people feel it'll kind of be in that range there. But that's what I love about this matchup, and with the Chiefs defense has been surging at the end of the year. Over the body of work in 17 weeks of the regular season, the San Francisco 49ers defense was one of the best in the entire NFL. And we know when you have Patrick Mahomes and you are going to feed Travis Kelce and they get that running game going with Isaiah Pacheco, they've unlocked another dimension of this offense that makes them terrifying. In over 17 weeks, what Kansas City was doing on the offensive side of the ball was trying to figure out what they were at the receiver position, where they were at with their skills. Well, they've honed it in the playoffs, and they've been really scary with Pacheco leading the charge, and then Rashee Rice as the go-to receiver, with Travis Kelce being Mr. Reliable in the safety blanket. Then you just have weapons. And if Brock Purdy can do what he's done all season long, which is feed his weapons in the middle of the field, get Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, having defenses on their heels in the run game, they're just as scary, man. I can't tell you how excited I am for this game because you have the two best teams in football. At the beginning of the year, everybody was like, Chiefs, Niners, yes. Put it in my veins. If it's the Bills, yeah, I'd love to have Buffalo back in this thing. If it was Baltimore as the season was going on, we were like, yeah, that'd be great to see them. But at the beginning of the year, we were all sitting there and we were saying, Kansas City and San Francisco, they do appear to be the two best teams in the NFL. And here we are standing at the end of the year. You can't ask for much more. You can't, because even like the Patriots dynasty and the Patriots run, there was always flaws that you could look at and you could be like, yeah, I could see it this year.
For a long time, there wasn't a single wide receiver you could count on.
They're not the scariest team in the NFL. Both of these teams are pretty damn scary. And it wasn't going to be Miami. And we saw why when they had to go and play in
anywhere other
cold temperatures.
Yes, anywhere other than Florida. So which way you going?
I will be pulling for the San Francisco 49ers. My pick is with the Kansas City Chiefs. I do believe in their defense a lot.
We going money line or we going
now.
Points?
I'm going, points, because I think Kansas City's going to win outright.
Okay.
And I believe that, they're what? The line's been fluctuating between 1 and 2. Yeah, I like the Niners giving Kansas City 2 points in this game.
For all of the reasons that you just laid out is the exact reason why I'm going to take the 49ers.
Go for it.
I'm going to take the 49ers and the points, and I'm going to double it up, and I'm going to take the over.
Desperation, too.
I'm going to take the over.
You're going 47.5.
I think this is a 50-point game, 51-point game. That's the. I've just, as good as their defenses have been, I feel like Kansas City might have to chase a little bit because the Niners have a lot more toys to play with than anybody else they've really faced. And it's going to make them open things up and not be able to go ground and pound and chew clock and chew possessions. And it's going to push the score up ever so slightly. I could
see it. I could see it, Jeffrey.
Senor Rust.
I'm done trying to doubt Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I think they win outright.
Simply and blunt?
Yeah, I'm tired of getting kicked in the face by that, so yeah.
I mean, I don't want to pick a winner in this. Like I said, I was searching the prop bets, which we'll get to here, or coming up in a few minutes. The sweet, sweet meteor of death was not an option. So
it's not. It's not. And it's going to happen.
I'm rooting for the meteor
on the Raiders field.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the closest the Raiders are going to get for a long, long time.
Hey, but they're going after quarterback in the offseason, guys.
Hey, who's their offensive coordinator?
Oh, God. I almost cussed on radio.
Who is it? It's Cliff Kingsbury, right? It's Cliff Kingsbury, right? Oh, wait.
Luke Getsy.
No, it's Luke Getsy.
Sounds like
you know what?
Sounds like a reject from the Great Gatsby.
We heard how Jackson Smith and Jigba felt about Shane Waldron. Let's hear how DJ Moore feels about Luke Getsy.
Let's not.
Okay, maybe Cole Kmet.
It's not even the combine yet. I can't do this. I can't. It's not even the underwear Olympics, and I cannot. Look, I stuck the landing for Cliff Kingsbury. I refuse to do it for Luke Getsy. I refuse.
You can't.
It's just not gonna be a thing.
You can't do it.
Nope.
Not gonna do it.
So there you go. We have 1 for Bang Bang Niner game, 2 for the Chiefs, and we'll see how this one goes.
I love it. We're here.
I'm excited for the game.
It is nice. It's nice to finally have a game at Super Bowl where there isn't somebody that you're just outside of you, of course, just actively rooting against because you're tired of it. Like I realize the Chiefs have been there off and on. They've both been there quite a lot lately, but I feel like nobody's tired of them.
No, it's a marquee matchup. It is what it is. You've got, again, we've talked about it all week, the last 2 weeks. Styles make fights, and the styles match up for what should be a good fight.
Absolutely. I'm jacked. And I can't wait to see which will breaks first, because if you look at the San Francisco 49ers, they're the most comfortable playing to what is the perceived weakness, I guess would be the only weakness in the Chiefs game, which is zone heavy, especially through the middle with linebackers that can cover. And then on the flip side of that, you have got a defense that has been playing out of their gourd. They're really disciplined and throw so many looks at you in the secondary. And when you have Brock Purdy, who has been incredible as that
undefeated in playoff games he's finished,
and he has been out. The second half of that game against Detroit is about as damn good as you get from Brock Purdy.
Dialed in.
But Steve Spagnuolo throws the kitchen sink at you, and he always will. And for a young quarterback who hasn't seen it all and who hasn't seen it on this stage, where you are in everything about Super Bowl week, everything's magnified a little bit, whether it's your press availability, whether it is just the busyness around your team, and you can't really, as much as you try and they can take you out to a resort off the strip, everything there's a buzz around your team, and everything, there's no privacy. You have zero privacy this week. That's a hard thing for young players to handle and digest, and Brock Purdy's never been a part of this before, and that's going to be something that's really interesting for me to see how he handles it. He's been a pro through and through with every single step of his maturation as a quarterback.
Hopefully he handles the spotlight better than his doppelganger, Lee Harvey Oswald.
It's very tough. Are you saying he's going to be assassinated?
Wow.
Well, that's when he was in the spotlight.
I guess it's better than putting him through a scope.
My God.